Hello internet and friend. Today we will tell you how a shipment of sheep halted the live animal export from Australia to Saudi Arabia. The Cormo Express fiasco of 2003 has almost severed the economic ties between the two countries. But first of all, let's have a quick background of the incident. Traditionally, the Arab consume camels as their primary source of protein. The desert landscape of Saudi Arabia is inhospitable for most of the animals except the camels. Traditionally, Arab raises them with the goats and sheep. Meat was not the biggest part of their food trade due to the scarcity of it. Majority of their diet consists of dates and vegetable supplements with rice imported from India. This changes quickly when the oil was discovered in the Arabian Peninsula. The new wealth bring better purchasing power, increase the population and lifestyle upgradation. Now Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest per capita consumer of meat. Although by 2018 Saudi Arabia has become major meat producer among GCC countries, still a significant portion of the domestic meat consumption has to be imported from the countries like Canada, Brazil and Australia. Usually meat importing countries prefer slaughtered animal over the live one. The main reason is to avoid plethora of problems tagged with the logistic arrangement of living animals. But in the case of Saudi Arabia, they wish to import living animal to ensure that the meat is halal. The halal meat is the equivalent of kosher meat for Muslims, and it can only be initiated by a Muslim butcher. Another reason is the potential cheating in the meat business by labeling other meat, especially pork, as sheep. As you know that pork is prohibited to consume for Muslim as per Islamic law. So living animals are imported in order to solve the problem of halal status of meat and eliminating the mixing of meat. Usually live animals are loaded in a ship which is either built to transport animals or converted container vessel. Live animals are loaded in a ship in which pens are installed into the inner decks and controlled environment is provided to the animals for the voyage. However, few ships have open pen with natural ventilation. These ships can carry thousands of sheep and goats at a time. Usually, these vessels are built to load both cattle and sheep together. For the trade, the buyer usually put a threshold on the number of sick animals as well as the overall condition of the livestock transported before accepting the shipment. The buyer has a right to reject it if the number of sick animals is greater than the contract percentage. In 2003, there is an event which highlighted the plight of animal logistics and its stress on the livestock. A ship named MV Cormo Express started its journey to Jeddah, Saudi Arabia from Fremantle, Western Australia. The ship carried 57,000 sheep and started its voyage on 5th of August 2003. Unfortunately, when the vessel berthed at the port after 16-day journey, the Saudi government found out that more than 5% of sheep on board are infected with scaby mouth disease. This is a viral disease which produces scabs or pustules on the mouth of the affected animal and has a potential to wreak havoc on livestock. As the number of sheep was higher than the agreed limit, the Saudi official rejected the whole shipment. As this disease could infect the human handlers too, no sheep was allowed to leave the ship. But that was just the beginning of the problem, which increases the misery of sheep on board. As the desalination plant used to produce drinking water for the livestock along with the ventilation and foul air extraction systems started to falter. After the initial refusal, the Cormo Express visited Jordan port to unload the ship but was rejected by the authorities. So it came back to Jeddah port and was only allowed to load 2 weeks worth of fodder. Despite the request of a high-level Australian delegation, the Saudis neither accepted the sheep nor agreed to reassess the conditions of the livestock. The ship then sailed towards UAE with an appeal to receive the sheep but get a rejection in early September, more than a week after they were supposed to be unloaded. However, they were again allowed to load food pallets for the sheep, whose quantity was already reduced from 57,000 to 53,000. The stressed livestock vessel now moved toward Pakistan in the hope that they could be somehow persuaded to accept the shipment. Despite their effort, Pakistan also rejected the proposal. Due to negative backlash in media, the government was reluctant to accept it even for free. It was 23rd September already and marked 7th week of tiresome journey, which was supposed to be just 16 days long voyage. By the October 2003, the death toll hits 5,000 with 50 sheep dying every day. Kuwait allowed the vessel to load supplies for the livestock but refused to unload the same. The issue had become a global embarrassment by the time media had started calling Cormo Express the death ship, while animal rights groups and public started their protest against all the livestock logistics. Australian government has decided to look for the alternative solution. Prime Minister John Howard said that cabinet was thinking if the deadlock remains, they would either consider to kill all the sheep on board or bring them back. By 7th of October, Iraq and Afghanistan also were reluctant to obtain the shipment due to the failure of system on board and a fire. The ship get stuck on the Kuwait port. Finally, Eritrean government decided to accept the livestock for free. Australian government has also paid Eritrea $1 million and 3,000 tons of fodder to take the sheep. Officials figures state well over 5,000 sheep has died in the journey. However, animal welfare sources place the real death toll at far greater number. After the debacle of Cormo Express, the trade with Saudi Arabia suspended for 2 years. Fast forward 15 years, situation is still not improved for the livestock logistic. Although live sheep trade in Australia has been in decline and regulations are tightened up since then, but still every now and then similar incidents happen and cause uproar in the animal rights community. Thank you.